When you're afraid of something, if you're afraid they'll leave you, you put a guard up on your heart and they leave you. You are afraid that blah, 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 whatever. You cause the very thing you're afraid of. So you might as well just take a half an hour or an hour or whatever. A session with me is 90 minutes. Take a minute, sit down, face the fear, clear it out. And then it's like, oh, as soon as I'm not trying and like clinging and trying to force this, relationship, that's when the magic happens. Okay, so I'm processing something pretty incredible right now. I just thought I'd make a quick video because I know I am not alone in this. If you have been really hungry to have a healthy relationship, a happy relationship, maybe you're in a relationship right now and the love that you want is not being reciprocated, or maybe you're single and you're just like super hungry to have a good person by your side and you find yourself kind of consistently longing for love, I think you're going to love this video. So, there is a viral video going around right now online. I've seen it a couple times, and this is kind of what sparked my session this morning with myself. I want to read it to you. I kind of wrote out what it said. So, it says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but your ability to create the reality you want is directly determined by your willingness to experience the opposite. Saving money will have you feeling broke while it's actually making you rich. Setting boundaries will have you feeling alone while you're creating new and healthy relationships in your life. Digging up your trauma will have you feeling broken while it's actually healing you. Working out has you feeling weak while really it's making you strong. Learning something new makes you feel dumb while it's making you more intelligent. Your ability to attain the thing that you want is directly correlated with how willing you are to experience its opposite. You have to be okay with being uncomfortable to truly achieve success. You've got this. So I'll attach where I saw that here, so it's credited to the right person, but I wanted to make a little bit of a video on it because last night as I'm falling asleep, I continued to have this thought of, Heather, you have to be willing to let go. You have to be willing to let go of, even though your heart is dreaming for, a epic relationship, this beautiful person by your side, and you can envision this connection and what it will look like when it's finally tangible and in your life. Even though you can aspire to all of this, the key is actually in the letting go. I had a friend the other day, a friend and I have been talking so randomly about I won't even go into that. It's like the government and money and how we're all our own entities, whatever. And how, like, if we were to split and separate ourselves, we'd be rich, right? And she was saying, like, okay, so say you claim back all of that money that is your birthright, what would you do? And it's funny because as we were both asking each other, like, what would you do? What if you had all of this money, what would you do? And I told her, I actually would be doing the same thing. I would be doing the same thing. And it was just like this amazing realization for me. I'm like, I would quit 2 of my jobs. There's a few jobs that I'd let go of, but my massage business I'd keep. And in fact, that was like a stipulation. I was asking her, like, could I still have my business? Because like I couldn't let go of my business. I would rather be poor and still do my massage and my compassion key. And I said I would still make videos. And even if it was like for my 100 followers and nobody ever really liked it, or even if people thought I was crazy, I was like, I'm actually having so much fun just having this place to speak, to let out my weird ideas and to just share what I'm thinking and what I'm going through and my perspective on relationships. I'm like, it's been so fulfilling. I'd probably just like get better equipment and have someone else edit because editing is torture. But I just thought that was interesting as I started realizing I am building a life that I truly love, that I genuinely love. And then I thought, when it comes to relationships, say I stay single forever, say no one ever loves me back or ever wants me back, say I grow old alone, am I happy with the life I have? And can I be happy? Could I actually accept that idea that that is a possibility? And could I be whole and complete on my own? And it sparked this idea, okay, you have to be okay with that being a possibility, even though that's probably a big fear, right? And to face those fears and to sit in what I do is I call it compassion key. It's a training of facing your biggest fears and resolving them so that they're not an issue anymore. And I was thinking to myself, this is actually the key. And just like that video of my ability to experience being alone, all of those things is the thing that will allow me to be healthy with another person and be me. Because it's okay if they go. It's okay if they choose out. It's okay if they don't want me. It's okay if they never even show up in the first place. It's okay if they never come. It's okay if they never express how they feel. It's okay because I've got me. And this is the work, I guess, that I've been doing for months, but it's starting to continue to integrate and get deeper and deeper. And even though I would never want to manifest that or create that, facing the fear of that and being okay and knowing that this life that I have is beautiful. Either way, I was like thinking today, okay, say it never happens. I'm the kind of person that always wants to like know the future and have it all figured out and have it all planned out. And so I'm like, okay, say it happens. I live my life doting on my babies, learning new things, becoming strong in me, going camping. I took my kids camping this summer by myself. And it was so fun. And it was the prettiest tent you ever did see. It was like glamping. It was so fun. It looked like a little living room inside the tent. And it was really chill, and me and the kids have so much fun, and there's just memories. And I thought, I've really, say I'm alone forever, I could choose me and I could continue to create with all my weirdness, and it's okay. Were there a lot of tears shed this morning of like, but no, of course. I'm always crying. But I just think for any of you that might be feeling really, really attached to the outcome of your relationship, maybe it's a relationship you're in and it's on the rocks and you're really just clinging on and holding on for dear life because you think that you're going to die if it ends, I highly suggest going down that road and saying, okay, say it does end. Then what? And then whatever. Nobody ever loves me again. Okay, say nobody ever loves you again. Then what? Well, right? You'll keep like unveiling a new fear. When I'm old, they're gonna put me in a house and starve me. Okay, then what? Then they do. Then you die. I don't know. This probably isn't a very good video. But you know what I'm saying? Like, keep doing the then what as far as you get, and you realize maybe the fear isn't that scary, you know? And as that peace starts entering in, and you can offer yourself compassion, or come see me if you want to do a session and face some of your fears in your relationships and resolve some of this. Please set an appointment up with me, or come to our group clearings so that you can start getting rid of the fear. Because this is the thing that I realize: the fear creates the very thing you're afraid of. When you're afraid of something, if you're afraid they'll leave you, you put a guard up on your heart and they leave you. You are afraid that blah, 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 whatever. You cause the very thing you're afraid of. So you might as well just take a half an hour or an hour or whatever. A session with me is 90 minutes. Take a minute, sit down, face the fear, clear it out. And then it's like, oh, as soon as I'm not trying and like clinging and trying to force this, relationship, that's when the magic happens. That's when it actually does unfold. And it is beautiful because you're not manipulating. You're not trying to force it. You're not trying to convince someone to love you. It actually gives the space for them to truly see you and love you. And it gives you the space to just be yourself and be okay. So come see me if you need to. Face your fears. It's worth it. And I'll see you on the other side.